So my husband and I were scheduling a visit to go see Lisa at Festoons and Filigree down in Fairgrove, Missouri. And Lisa joined my Staging Your Antique Shop group when I first started, so almost 2 years ago. And at that time, she had not opened up a store yet. She did have a couple of booths in an antique mall, in a couple of different antique malls, but she had retired from teaching and she was looking for what she calls, something to do in retirement, her rewirement. And so she joined my group wanting to eventually get a brick and mortar. And I think one of the reasons that she really thought that she wanted to do the brick and mortar was because she wanted to do an occasional shop. And I wrote about doing an occasional shop because that's how I ran my brick and mortar for the first 4 or 5 years, being open once a month. And I talked about the pros and cons of doing it that way. So we're scheduling, our trip to go see Lisa and picking our route. And one of the shops that I stumbled upon just from searching on Google was Route 66 Antiques and Marketplace. And so I saw that she was an occasional shop and she was open third Saturday weekends. Lisa's open second Saturday weekends, and we were going down to visit Lisa. So we were going second Saturday. So I reached out to Linda, who owns the shop, and I just said, hey, I am going to be in the area. I'm interested in coming to your store. Can I schedule an appointment? Because that's what people did to come to my store. And she was like, oh, it's only a week until my sale, so I try not to do any appointments that week leading up to my sale, so everybody comes the third Saturday. And I said, hey, that totally makes sense. I understand completely because I had an occasional shop and I pretty much did the same thing. So I understand, not a big deal. And then she messages me back. So needless to say, I did end up going down to see Linda because turns out after having her antique mall for 21 years and being open all of the time, she was ready for something new, and she stumbled across my blog post about me being an occasional shop and decided to just give it a try. And she is so excited and grateful that she has done that because she is getting to do what she loves. How she has been doing it is she did get rid of some of her dealers, the people that had booths. They got rid of all the booths and they just opened up the building. And then the dealers that she kept, they bring in things, and then her and a couple of the dealers that have, good staging capabilities, they stage the whole shop and flip it every month. And she is so glad that she did that. And, my kind of thing to her was, it kind of makes you like your job again, because if you have ran a small business, whether it's an antique dealer, at a mall, at your own shop, whatever, it's a 24/7 job. There's a lot on your shoulders being the business owner, and it can just get tiring. And sometimes you need to pivot. You need to do something different. And her going from being open all the time to being an occasional shop has just made her love her job and her career all over again. And so I'm super excited for her. And it was great to just kind of see her. I mean, she was, thinking that the store was a mess, which there were areas they were working on flipping, but I totally understand, having done the same process myself. And I could see past that, but still the shop was super cute. And this is a great place for you to go if you are ever down in the Springfield, Missouri area, during the third weekend, or call or send her a Facebook message and see if she can open by appointment for you. But it was just a fun coincidence that she had read my blog and that had inspired her to switch to an occasional shop.